Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on Wellness KE. My name is Fatma. Here on Wellness KE, we like to offer women great information and solutions. That way they can be able to improve their reproductive health. I want to remind you to hit that like button because the moment you like this video, YouTube is actually going to propose it and share it with more women. That way they can be able to benefit from this information. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because once you're subscribed, you'll know every single time we post a new video. Today, we're going to be talking about how you can be able to get rid of hormonal belly fat for good. So keep watching. So if you've clicked on this video, then you want to learn how you can be able to get rid of hormonal belly fat for good. Before we get started, I want to give a big congratulations to some of our ladies who have been using our Wellness KE products and also have been on our 30-day weight loss plan. Congratulations to all of you ladies who have managed to lose the weight and also to get rid of the belly fat. And I also urge you, if you want to start this journey and you're feeling confused or don't know where to start, please make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me that you want to be able to be helped on this weight loss journey and also how you can be able to burn belly fat for good. So I want for us to begin our video because I want for you to just understand what hormonal belly fat really is. I also want for you to know, do you have a hormonal belly? Or it could be that you're not necessarily working out or you're overeating. Today you're actually going to understand the signs and symptoms of hormonal belly, and also you're going to know what causes it and some of the ways you can be able to get rid of it. So what is a hormonal belly? Basically, hormonal belly fat comes about when you have belly fat in your abdomen area, and it is due to hormonal imbalances. Hormones are actually chemical messengers that are released by glands, and these hormones are released so that they can go into your bloodstream and to different organs in different areas of your body so that they can perform different functions. For instance, hormones are responsible for your metabolism. They're responsible for even your hunger, like how hungry you can get or full. These are all factors that actually are related to or carried about by your hormones. So if you have an imbalance, then that means certain processes and functions are not going to go on so well in your body. So that's actually what a hormonal belly really is. So what exactly causes a hormonal belly? Well, there are different factors. And before we actually get to that, let me talk about the types of hormonal belly that we have out there. So ladies, listen very carefully for you to understand. So you have the sagging belly. This is actually the kind of belly where you notice that your tummy is actually sagging all the way down. This is a specific type of belly fat that is caused by your stress hormones known as cortisol. So this is known as the adrenal type of belly, whereby the belly is sagging, and mostly people who have gone through traumatic experiences or stress or are going through lots of stress for a period of time tend to have this type of belly. So it's actually related to stress, and we're going to get deeper into that. The other kind of belly is also known as the protruding belly or the pot belly. So it's kind of hard, and it's most of the times you'll find women have an upper belly or a muffin top, and they've tried to do everything, all kinds of exercises, but they're not really able to get rid of it. And this type of belly is actually due to liver dysfunction or issues with the liver, or it could be that there's too much toxicity or toxins and you need to do a proper detox. This is one of the signs, and this is one of the types of belly. And last but not least, you have the lower pooch, which I know so many women actually are affected by this one. You've tried everything, you do your sit-ups, you do every kind of exercise, you're dieting, but you can't get rid of it. This is the kind of belly that's actually in the lower area of your abdomen. And I know this because I've had this belly for a very long time, and this was during the time when I had fibroids and even after a little bit, but it's because it is caused by estrogen. It's actually high levels of estrogen that leads to this type of estrogen belly. So this is actually very important. We're going to get deeper into that so that you can understand how you can get rid of it. And then there's also that type of belly whereby you actually have the upper belly, lower belly, the waist, everywhere. You actually find that your belly is just all over the place and you're not able to get rid of it. Strategically, you find that you're actually gaining the abdominal fat just in the abdomen, Probably other areas, your arms and everywhere else are fine, but it's just this particular area. So these are actually some of the types of belly fat that we have. And now I want to actually explain to you what causes this hormonal belly. So there are different factors and different causes that could lead to you having a hormonal belly. The first one we have to talk about is age. When women get older, what happens is that there's a dip in a hormone known as estrogen. So estrogen is a sex hormone that is produced all throughout your reproductive years, but once you approach menopause, actually a phase known as perimenopause, and also during menopause and postmenopause, what happens is that you actually have lower levels of estrogen. So your ovaries are actually not producing the estrogen anymore, and your adrenals take over. Your adrenal glands actually take over, and also some of your fat cells take over because your fat cells also produce estrogen. So you have lower amounts of estrogen, and lower amounts of estrogen actually affect fat distribution. Estrogen is a hormone that actually is responsible also for fat distribution in your body. Meaning if you have high amounts of it, then you'll have lots of fat distributed around different areas of your body, like your arms, your breasts, your buttocks, your thighs, and also your abdomen. But if you have lower amounts, like women who are going through menopause or approaching menopause, then this actually is going to lead to abdominal fat, because estrogen is a hormone that directly affects a certain hormone known as leptin. And leptin is the hormone that's responsible to signal your brain that you're full. But unfortunately, low amounts means that it affects the amount of leptin that you have in your system. And because leptin circulates through fat cells, this means that these fat cells are actually, or fat tissue is going to end up being distributed in certain areas of your body, especially your abdomen. So age is a very big factor. Another factor that could actually cause hormonal belly is hormonal imbalance or hormonal fluctuations. So this is very important for us to talk about, because certain hormones perform different functions in your body. There are even other hormones that are responsible to ensure that your body doesn't retain too much fluid. So you find that whenever you have imbalances like high levels of estrogen or low levels of estrogen or even levels of testosterone, can actually affect how much fat you have in your body, and also how much fat you carry around your abdomen. And so hormonal imbalance can actually lead to abdominal fat and also weight gain. So another factor that could actually lead to hormonal belly fat is underlying health complications. Certain health complications can actually end up affecting you and lead to you gaining weight and also gaining abdominal fat. For instance, women who actually have an underactive thyroid or a condition known as hypothyroidism tend to actually gain weight and also carry the weight around their abdomen. This is because your thyroid is responsible for several functions, including your metabolism. So if your metabolism slows down because your thyroid is underactive and underperforming, this is actually going to lead to weight gain, and it's actually going to lead to you carrying a lot of weight around your abdomen. So find out if you have any health complications that could actually be leading to you having this hormonal belly fat. So another reason that you could actually be having hormonal belly fat is because of high levels of insulin. Insulin is a very important hormone for us to discuss. Insulin is actually a fat storage hormone. So when you have high levels of insulin, then that means your body is actually going to store more fat and you're going to end up having a hormonal belly. Something else that's important to note is that high levels of leptin could actually cause hormonal belly. Leptin is a hormone that's very important for us to know about as well. This particular hormone is the hormone that actually signals your brain to tell you that you're full. So every time you eat, you actually need your brain to be signaled so that it can know that you're full. That way you don't need to eat anymore. But unfortunately, when you have high levels of leptin, what happens is you develop something known as leptin resistance, meaning actually you've confused your brain so much. So it doesn't necessarily give you that signal that you're full. And so it puts you in this never-ending state of constantly eating, constantly never actually feeling full, and that could actually lead to abdominal fat and also weight gain. So these are actually some of the reasons why you could end up having a hormonal belly. So now you're probably asking yourself, do I have a hormonal belly? Or it could be that maybe I'm overeating or not exercising. It's important for you to know that for you to understand whether you have a hormonal belly, there are certain signs and symptoms you need to look into that could be in correlation to you having this hormonal belly. And the first one is stress. If you know that you're constantly under stress, or it could be your relationship or work, but you're constantly in stressful situations, then this could actually be one of the signs that your belly is actually a hormonal belly. This is because, as we've mentioned, stress leads to weight gain and it actually leads to hormonal belly fat. A hormonal belly caused by stress is the sagging type of belly, and it's because it's known as the adrenal type of belly. And actually, it's due to the release of cortisol. And cortisol is a hormone that actually does something really bad for you. This cortisol hormone, when in excess, actually leads to fat and storage of fat, high levels of blood sugar as well. So you need to actually lower your stress so that you don't end up having serious weight gain and also a hormonal belly. Another sign and symptom is actually moodiness. If you find that you're constantly moody, then it could be that you have hormonal fluctuations, and this could be one of the signs that your belly is actually a hormonal belly. Another important one to focus on is hunger. When you're constantly hungry or you never feel full, that is actually one of the signs of a hormonal belly, because maybe you sat down, you ate something, but then after a little bit, you're already feeling hungry. This could actually be a signal that something is wrong. Maybe your leptin levels are way too high, so you're never actually going to feel full every time you eat. So hunger is one of them. Another important one that we need to focus on is sugar cravings. Women who have a hormonal belly tend to have cravings for sugary foods or carbohydrates, meaning your sweets, your cookies, also your refined carbohydrates like bread, white bread and white rice and white chapati. If you find that you constantly have a craving for these kinds of foods, it could be that your belly is actually a hormonal belly. Another important one is hair loss, because hair loss is actually related to your thyroid and how it functions. As we've mentioned, certain women end up having a hormonal belly because they have weight gain, and it's due to a slow metabolism. So your thyroid is related to this. So you'll find that normally you might end up gaining the weight in your abdominal area and also losing hair. So if you find that you're actually experiencing weight gain, belly fat, and also hair loss, chances are your belly is a hormonal belly. Another one is low libido. So your sex drive is very important to you, but certain sex hormones, when they are imbalanced, actually end up affecting your sex drive. So you end up having low libido. If you find that this is the case, then you notice that you've actually gained fat and you actually have abdominal fat, then know that this is actually a hormonal belly. So these are some of the signs that could indicate that your belly is a hormonal belly. Right now, I want us to go straight into understanding what we can do in order for us to get rid of a hormonal belly. And the first thing is your diet and nutrition. As always at Wellness KE, we always advocate for you to take the natural way, because you're actually going to find ways to sustain you without any side effects. And your diet and nutrition plays a very big role. So what can you do with your diet? Number one, you can actually start by adding more protein into your diet. This is because protein does something really amazing for you. It actually keeps you fuller for longer. And this is because protein actually affects and impacts the two hormones that are actually supposed to be your hunger hormone and the hormone that actually indicates that you're full. So ghrelin and leptin. So eating more protein is actually going to help you in this way. So you can add more animal protein, lean animal protein, and also you can add plant protein if you're not interested in taking animal protein. Just make sure that you know the amount, the type, the quality. That's actually what's more important. Another thing that you can actually do is, when it comes to your diet and nutrition, is to eat more fermented foods. So for women who actually struggle with an estrogen belly, the type of belly that's the lower belly, the thing that you can do is to add more fermented foods into your diet. This is because this is actually going to activate and also strengthen your gut health. Because there's something known as your microbiome in your gut. And when it comes to estrogen, sometimes women end up having high amounts of estrogen because they don't have the proper detoxification pathways for the estrogen. So the estrogen has already been used up, but there's no way to actually get rid of it. And also there's no proper way to consume it in the body. One of the ways to do that is to improve your gut health, and one of the best ways is by eating fermented foods. Another very important one is to add healthy fats to your diet. For instance, foods like like flax seeds, and chia seeds and pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. All these are actually going to be very, very important. For instance, seeds like flax seeds are very important for women who struggle with estrogen belly, because flax seeds have lignans and they actually contain phytoestrogens. And basically, when you think of the word phytoestrogen, just think of something that's going to fight the excess estrogen and help you in metabolizing the right amount of estrogen. So you need flax seeds and chia seeds and pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. All these seeds are actually going to be important because they also contain healthy fats, and they are essential for making sure that you produce the right amounts of hormones. Also, adding foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids is going to be very essential in helping you dealing with hormonal belly or getting rid of it. Omega-3 fatty acids are known as essential fatty acids because your body actually doesn't produce them. So it's your duty to actually put them into your body because your body does not produce them. That's why they're known as essential fatty acids. So what you really need is to add foods that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. For instance, the flax seeds, the sesame seeds, the pumpkin seeds, the chia seeds, sunflower seeds. All these are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. And if you're wondering how you can be able to get a hold of some of these fatty acids or omega-3 fatty acid foods like sesame seeds and pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and also flax seeds, then please let me know in the comment section, because we actually have these products, these seeds that are going to help you in the process. Remember, you need to add more omega-3 fatty acids and you need to add healthy fats to your diet so that you can be able to get rid of them. So all these seeds are available at Wellness KE, and so many women are actually using them, and they're actually helping them in the process to get rid of hormonal belly and also weight gain. Something else that you can do to your diet is to actually add more cruciferous vegetables and also add more leafy greens. This is because they contain DIM, and this is going to be able to help you if you have high levels of estrogen. Also, eating foods that are low in sugar, or eating complex carbohydrates as opposed to the refined carbohydrates. This is going to be helpful when it comes to high levels of insulin. So when it comes to your diet and nutrition, these are some of the things that you can do to make changes. Something that's important that you need to do is to also improve your sleep pattern, meaning you get enough sleep, because sleep directly affects the two hormones that are responsible for your hunger and satiety, meaning feeling full. So if you don't get enough sleep, unfortunately, you're going to have an imbalance in ghrelin hormone and leptin hormone. And this imbalance is going to lead to you constantly feeling hungry, having cravings, wanting to eat, especially in the middle of the night. So make sure that you have a proper sleep pattern so that you can balance these hormones. Also, something else you're going to need to do is to reduce stress. As we've mentioned, stress actually releases the hormone cortisol, and when in excess, This is going to lead to fat storage. Reducing stress is going to be one of the best ways for you to ensure that your cortisol levels are actually balanced and that you don't have an excess and that it doesn't lead to that particular process known as gluconeogenesis, producing new sugar in your body. So these three are actually going to help you in making sure that you're able to get rid of hormonal belly. Another one is exercise. Now, before you start exercising, I want for you to understand something. You need to do the right kind of exercises so that your body can be able to reap the benefits. Nothing too excessive. Actually, you need the kind of exercise that's actually going to take you through high intensity, but then you need intervals in between. So this is what they call HIIT, HIIT. High intensity interval training, meaning you take your body through some intense workout for a couple of minutes and then you take your body through a rest. So these intervals is actually going to be able to counter high levels of insulin and also high levels of blood glucose. This is going to actually lead to reduced levels of blood sugar, meaning it's going to balance your blood sugar levels, and it's actually going to do something very important. So exercise is actually going to do something really good for you. There's a particular hormone known as glucagon, and glucagon is a fat burning hormone. Now, whenever you do high intensity interval training, it's actually going to release this particular hormone known as glucagon. So it puts you in a fat burning state. So if you don't know where to begin, we actually have a high intensity interval training workout here on the Wellness KE platform, and we're going to link that right here so that you can be able to click on it and start your fitness journey. So don't forget, exercise is going to be highly beneficial. Something else that's going to be important for you to begin with is herbal remedies. Certain herbal remedies, especially herbal teas, are going to be very important because they're going to help you in suppressing the excess hormones that are being released. Teas such as green tea are actually very effective when it comes to high levels of insulin, high levels of estrogen, and even reducing stress in the body. Another great tea that's going to be beneficial when it comes to weight loss is turmeric tea. Turmeric is actually an anti-inflammatory tea that's going to help you in reducing inflammation and also losing weight and losing belly fat. You can also do some ginger tea because ginger is actually very good at making sure that it puts your body in a fat burning state. So take a thumb of ginger, put it in water after you've grated it, and then start drinking the tea. This is actually going to activate fat burning. Also coriander leaves. If you can take coriander leaves and wash them, put them in water and boil. This is actually going to be helpful. This particular drink is helpful in losing belly fat and also in burning belly fat. So you need herbal remedies. Another tea that's very important for me to mention is cinnamon tea. Something amazing about cinnamon is that cinnamon actually acts like insulin in your body. So you need for it to be there so that it can counter the excess blood sugar or excess sugar in your bloodstream, because the excess sugar is what leads to weight gain and leads to belly fat. So if you can be able to combine the three, take some green tea, add a little bit of cinnamon and turmeric, take a thumb of ginger, brew this tea and actually drink it. This is actually going to put you way ahead when it comes to you burning belly fat and losing weight. And just like many women on the Wellness KE platform, you too can be able to grab a hold of your green tea, turmeric tea, cinnamon tea, and also moringa and neem, because all these are going to help you in burning fat. So if you'd like to place an order, make sure that you let us know in the comment section below so that we can ensure that you get the products and you can start off immediately. So these are some of the ways that you can be able to make sure that you end hormonal imbalance and also get rid of hormonal belly fat. Don't forget, if you found this video helpful, Click that like button and let us know in the comment section below how we've been able to help you with this process. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you'll know every single time we post a new video. I want to remind you, if you want to place your orders for organic herbal products like turmeric tea, like sesame seeds and all the flax seeds and the natural products we've talked about, make sure that you let me know in the comment section below so that you too can be able to start your healthy journey. Don't forget to leave us a question if you want to learn something else. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Fatma. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.